Hello everyone, I'm going to do a quick demonstration on how to start the modified Sedge blanket. I have already completed my foundation chain of 126 chains. To begin this pattern, you'll place 2 half double crochets in the third chain from the hook. So 1 and 2. Next, you'll skip the next 2 chains and place 1 single crochet in that next stitch after skipping 2, and then 2 half double crochets back into the same chain. 1, 2. And we're going to complete that sequence all the way to the end. So skip the next 2 chains, place 1 single crochet and 2 half double crochets in that next chain. 1 single crochet and then 2 half doubles. Let's go ahead and complete that all the way to the end of the row. When you reach the end of your foundation chain, you can see here I have 3 chains left, so I just completed one of the modified sedge stitches. I'm going to skip the next 2, and in the final chain of the foundation chain row, I'm going to place 1 single crochet and chain 2 to turn. Your chain 2 won't count in your stitch count. When you turn, you're going to place 2 half double crochets into the first stitch of the row. 1 and 2. Skip the next 2 stitches and place 1 single crochet and 2 half double crochets into that next stitch. You'll notice that you're working those modified sedge stitch sequences into the single crochet of the previous row. So moving forward, this will be the sequence that you repeat for every row of the body of the blanket. So skip 2, go into that next stitch or the single crochet from the previous row, make a single crochet and 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches and repeat the sequence. 1 single crochet, 2 half double crochets. Skip the next 2, 1 single crochet, 2 half double crochets. And as you work up the body of the blanket with this repeating sequence, you'll notice as you go, you get these tiny little clusters that form a beautiful pattern. One of the reasons that I like it as a baby blanket pattern is because there aren't any large gaps. And maybe it's from my years as a nurse in postpartum and newborn nursery, but I never have wanted to give baby blankets that had gaps big enough for babies to stick their fingers through. I've always worried about it getting wrapped around a toe or wrapped around a finger and causing them harm. So I try to make baby blanket patterns with tighter stitch sequences for less gapping. So go ahead and complete the sequence all the way to the end of the row. And then I will show you how to turn. We want to make sure that you get those nice straight edges for your blanket. Okay, we have come to the end of row 2 of our blanket. So I've got 1 more modified sedge stitch to work here. So single crochet and then 2 half double crochets. And then here is the end of our row. So you can go into that last single crochet from the previous row and complete a single crochet and chain 2 to turn. Or if you're more of a beginner, it may be easier for you, since we're adding a border to this blanket when we're finished, you can simply go right up under that chain 2, complete a single crochet, and chain 2. This helps if your stitching's a little tight and you're still going to get that nice straight edge as you go. So again, you can either go into the last single crochet of the previous row and single crochet 1 and then chain 2 to turn, or you can complete that final single crochet of the row under those 2 turning chains of your previous row, then chain 2 and turn. So now that we've chained 2, we're going to have to place 2 half double crochets in the first stitch of the row. 1 and 2. And then continue on.